Okay, when I started working with the Haus, kleinen Forscher around about 8 years, my colleagues sent me to a kindergarten to present a certification saying that this house is a little scientist's house. I didn't know what to expect. And what happened was a little boy came running to me, took my hand, and he had a magnet in his hand. And he pulled me towards the wall. And in my mind, I was thinking, wall, magnet, not going to stick. But what happened? It did stuck. I talked to the educator, and she told me, this little boy, he was running around 2 hours in our house, testing all of the walls, and he suddenly found a part where, there was something behind. And I think this story shows two very important things. One, children are curious, they want to find out things. And two, they need spaces where they can do so. They have to be open educators for them. And that's where we come in, because, well, why do we think that's important? The future is uncertain, complex. People maybe are a little bit afraid now and hold on to maybe things they know. We think we need a society where people are open, where they can find their way, through these complex situations. And we are very sure that early science education, starting in kindergarten, starting with kids aged 3, is the key. How do we do that? We address educators and teachers in primary schools and kindergartens, and we show them how they can do inquiry-based science education with kids. We're working in the STEM field, science, technology, engineering, mathematics, but also on computational thinking. So if you have a question of how to do computational thinking with 3-year-olds, we have some answers. And also we added education for sustainable development. And that's a quite exciting twist, because if you talk about sustainability, you add values. So why do you do science? What are the impacts in the world? Something we find really, really rewarding. Now we have very strong partners. Well, you could have seen our Minister of Education and Research. She's under this clock. We have partners, private partners, such as the Helmholtz Foundation, the Siemens Foundation, Dietmar Hopp Foundation, and the German Telekom Foundation, who've been working with us since 12 years. That's how old we are. And we have the Ministry of Education and Research. Do you know what? I'm going to talk money with you, because we're very lucky. We have 15 million euros to spend next year. But we also know this is a huge responsibility. That's why we have a whole department thinking about quality evaluations, and we constantly audit what we're doing. And I think we're doing good. Now, this is Germany, and all the green parts you can see, that's where children in kindergartens can do what we want them to do, to be open to discover science education. We have the national partners, but I think, well, our key also is that we have regional partners, 216 all over Germany, and these are the ones who are faces in the regions. So we actually are the train-the-trainer program. We develop concepts, materials, train people in the region, and they are the ones giving the workshops to the children. Yeah, you see the numbers. So 2.5 million children have the chance to benefit from what we're doing. I wanted to skip this one, because this one's much better. I wanted to tell you why I had this look on my face just a few weeks ago, because I sat together in a room with 12 people coming from 10 different countries and 5 continents, and we were discussing about our next conference on early science education. And what happened was... Are there any questions, or shall I tell you what happened? Yes, please.